Good morning. Welcome to Friday. Thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the video forecast discussion for the weekend and early next week. This is for Friday, the 22nd of November, 2013. Cloudy skies at sunrise this morning on the latest New Jersey surface map. Winds are all from the south and they're increasing from 5 to 15 miles an hour. There's some light rain here in northern New Jersey into the New York City metro area this morning at some of the terminals. Temperatures are mild. They're generally running in the 40s to around 50 degrees, and this is the result of a warm front moving through the region. Most of the rain showers this morning are very light and scattered, and they're across northern New Jersey into the Hudson Valley and southeastern New York into Connecticut. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have small craft advisories on the South Shore and east ends of Long Island until Saturday morning at 6 a.m. We also have small craft advisories until 6 a.m. on Saturday morning for the North Shore of Long Island and the South Shore of southern Connecticut, too. And for the New York Harbor and also the New Jersey coastal waters, small craft advisories until 10 a.m. on Saturday, and that goes all the way down to Rehoboth Beach, and that includes parts of the Chesapeake for tomorrow morning as a strong Arctic cold front moves through the region. Mostly cloudy skies with some light rain across the northeastern terminals into JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark this morning. At Newark, currently 51 degrees. That's much milder than any day this week thus far. The winds are southwest at 7. We have broken ceilings at 2300. It's completely overcast at 6000. And basically reporting some light rain showers in the area this morning. And we're going to have broken ceilings throughout this afternoon. Some scattered to broken ceilings during the afternoon and early evening hours as well. There is a vicinity of a light shower across the region. And then scattered to broken cloud cover for later tonight. And the winds are going to shift around late tonight as a cold front moves through the region. Winds will shift around from the southwest at 7 knots and increase to 14 gusts to 22 knots, and then further up to 28 knots by early tomorrow morning just before sunrise, with then some scattered high clouds at 25,000 feet. VFR conditions continuing tomorrow after some marginal VFR conditions during this afternoon and this evening. Same idea here for Philadelphia this morning. It's 51. The wind is southwest at 10. There is some light rain in the region. We have scattered clouds at 1,000, broken at 1,500 to broken at 4,000, overcast at 13,000. And we have basically some light rain showers and mist in the region, a little bit of fog too this morning. Occasionally overcast at 600, overcast at 3,500 to 2,500 this afternoon, and there could be some light rain showers late this afternoon and evening as the cold front approaches, overcast at 12,000. Wind shift to the northwest increasing to 12, gust at 20 knots tomorrow morning with broken ceilings and some scattered clouds around early tomorrow morning too just before sunrise with a strong northwest wind at 12, gust to 20 knots. VFR conditions outside of MVFR conditions returning tomorrow into early next week. Visible image this morning shows the cloud cover across the region broken to overcast conditions most areas, and this is stratus clouds with the rain ongoing to the north and east of the New Jersey, New York City metro area, including parts of northeastern New Jersey and the terminals out into Long Island here. We have some spotty light rain across northwestern New Jersey too. Shouldn't amount to much, less than 1/10 of an inch through tomorrow morning as the cold front comes through, and what a change it's going to bring. That cold front's going to usher in a drastic drop in temperatures and a rapid increase in northwest winds, which will be gusting with some snowflakes in the air by tomorrow evening over the hills north and west of New York City. Water vapor this morning shows most of the lifting now with the warm front moving to the north and east. But to our west and southwest, we have the cold front and more lifting here going on. So we'll find a break later this morning into early this afternoon before some showers get in here again early this evening as the cold front races towards the east coast. And the radar this morning showing the plume of moisture mostly to the north of the region. Just a few scattered clouds and a few scattered showers across the region this morning. A few more showers scattered about just to the south and west that could skirt through the region early this morning and early this afternoon as well, while other areas will remain predominantly dry. Morning surface chart from weatheroanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the warm front building and dry and moving to the north and east this morning with some scattered rain showers along it. Here's the Arctic front that is now approaching the Great Lakes and passing through into northwestern Ohio this morning. This cold front's racing to the east coast, and behind it some very cold air, tight pressure gradient. And winds are going to be increasing dramatically. You're going to feel temperatures drop off drastically by tomorrow afternoon as the winds begin to howl in out of the northwest. So tomorrow and tomorrow night, Monday, Sunday and Monday, are going to be days where you're really going to have to start dressing in layers. High-resolution NAM products from Penn State's eWall site. This morning shows the warm front and showers moving lifting across the region this morning on south to southwest winds. Here comes the cold front tonight. And big change here is that there's really not a lot of moisture associated with the front. Most of the energy to the north, as suspected. A few light rain showers getting in through central and southern New Jersey. Some spotty lighter rain showers here in northern New Jersey and the New York City metro area. The big change tomorrow morning comes the clouds that will be decreasing and the wind, which will be increasing. And then we have an upper trough pulling through the region on Saturday night and Sunday morning, and that brings some snow plumes and some lake effect enhanced shower or snow shower activity across scattered regions of northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos. It's probably not going to be measurable, but it's the first flakes that we may actually see in some spots during Saturday night and Sunday morning. But the atmosphere will relatively be drying down, and we'll just find mostly clear weather outside of some scattered stratocumulus clouds to the north and west of the city in areas where the winds are blowing downstream the lakes and the moisture is being captured and then drawn southeast as it dries in the northwest flow. Most notable change over the next 24 hours is the temperature and wind shift. Temperatures today starting out in the 50s and even a few 60s this afternoon. Not out of the question, central southern New Jersey, Philly area. Before the cold front comes through, the cold front drops through the region. Temperatures fall back into the 30s and lower to mid 40s by tomorrow morning, but that's really not the cold air. The cold air arrives tomorrow evening as temperatures fall back into the upper teens and low to mid 20s by Sunday morning on a brisk northwest wind. And temperatures on Sunday afternoon not getting out of the mid to the upper 20s over the hills of northwest Jersey, the Poconos, and probably not getting much above freezing in the New York City metro area, points south through central southern New Jersey and the Delmarva region either. Once again, the continuing thread on this forecast is hinging on the travel plans for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, the Thanksgiving and holidays, the Jewish holidays as well. There's a big travel time in the United States of America, impacted by rail, road, and air. And it's going to have an impact on our forecast going forward. The GFS model has corrected itself a little bit as we go through and the Arctic front comes through and we have high pressure building here across the central plains and eastbound into the east coast or early next week. This would be for Sunday night into Monday. The atmosphere will respond with generally dry weather, and that's good to start off the week, but things get interesting. The scenario here from the GFS shows two streams here. In the polar stream, we have the one low pressure area here in southeastern Canada, which will be racing to the east, and another area of low pressure developing here in the Gulf of Mexico that will eventually slide up and over the Appalachians over the cold dome that comes in. This system here will drop a secondary cold front through the region, and as that does so, the front begins to stall a little bit towards the east coast as this system here on the GFS moves up towards the plains here of the mountainous regions here in the Carolinas and the plateau regions of the southeastern United States. Now, it's a little bit strung out because, but it's beginning to get more of a western coastal slide to it, meaning that yesterday it was less consolidated and more out in the ocean. It's starting to see some of the frontogenetic forcing here on the northbound side or the westbound side of the low here by early Wednesday afternoon. So we're pretty sure that it's going to rain around here on Tuesday night and Wednesday, at least at the beginning. And most of it should be in the form of rain, even in the New Jersey, New York City metro area. How far east and what the development is for this system is still largely in question. We know that it'll probably be way out of here by Thursday on Thanksgiving Day, but the winds are going to be very strong out of the northwest with the drying component on Thanksgiving Day. But for Wednesday and Wednesday night, we're looking for rain. And as that cold air mixes in with the departing low as it's deepening off the southern New England coast, some of this precipitation could fall back in the form of snow. So we could have rain changing to sleet and snow as it's ending here. And we're still not really showing much in the way of accumulation, especially when we're starting out on the mild side with the rain on Wednesday, particularly I-95 corridor south and east. But interior sections to the north and west, I-78 west and north of 80, that's where things could get really interesting around here late Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening during the travel times prior to Thanksgiving morning. So once again, we're going to continue to monitor the situation throughout the weekend, and we'll be back bright and early with you on Monday morning with the details for the holiday. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good weekend.